Hello and welcome. Witam i o zdrowie was pytam. Co tam, jak tam? No, dalej lecimy naszym Heisenbergiem. I idziemy dalej. Mamy battle suit. Albo jakiś technosuit. No i co? No i bierzemy przez te krainy. Mamy do... O, siema Adoleks. Jaką prośbę masz? Sprawdzam. No to słyszałeś, to było właśnie z tego, z TikToka, więc na kompie działa. Nie wiem jak na aplikacji telefonicznej. Widzę, że internet masz, bo jesteś na streamie, no czyli internet musisz mieć. Może włącz i wyłącz połączenie. A twoje pytanie, jak można wyrażać wdzięczność? Całuskami, buziaczkami, wylizywaniem twarzy, czym się jeszcze, piesku? Tak, jeszcze gryzieniem po palcach. Tak, mój piesek tak lubi, tak? Pieśku? Teraz niebespokojna. No, więc tak jak mówię, działa. Dobra. Wchodzimy, zrobiliśmy bardzo głupią rzecz, bo otworzyliśmy wszystkie drzwi w tym podziemnym laboratorium, a okazuje się, że to są zombie. Teraz otworzymy ostatnie drzwi, gdzie mamy zombie. Będziemy próbować to wytrzymać. Dobra, 2 AP do przodu. Jeszcze 1 AP do przodu. I miotacz ognia! I zachowujemy AP. Damn you! Freeze gun. Jestem przestraszony. Ja pierdzielę. No, tym nic mi nie zrobię. Jestem w power sucie, więc... Dobra, jeszcze mam na jeden strzał z tego i... Mogę go zabić? Nie za bardzo. Przestań mnie krajoszotować, jubiacz. Dobra, jak będę miał gdzieś 2 AP, to... Pytanie na dziś. Jak można wyrażać wdzięczność? Wyrażać wdzięczność można na wiele sposobów. 6 AP. Przeładowanie i jedno podpalenie. Dobra, zrobimy przeładowanie i jedno podpalenie. A, nie mamy nawet na podpalenie. Przeładowanie było droższe. Myślałem, że 2 AP. Tak jak mówię, buziaczkami, gryzieniem i różnymi innymi rzeczami, które robi mój piesio, który właśnie się położył gdzieś pode mną. Ale... No tak dziwnie. Damn you. No, muszę się jakoś cofnąć, bo dostaję kurde skera w plecy. Jam. O fuck, broń mi się zablokowała. Przejdę tu. Odblokuję broń. Nie odblokuję broni. Zachowam action. Nie, zwiększę sobie obronę. Aż 4 action pointy są na samo odblokowanie broni. I zachowam sobie action point na to. No to jak można wyrażać wdzięczność? Czy w ogóle mnie słyszysz? Czy może coś jest nie tak? Wydaje się, że wszystko jest ok. Dobra, 2 strzały. Miss. Papa. Dobrze się schowałem, teraz może mnie bić tylko jeden. Za 2 punkty to ładuję tą broń. Dobra. Zabiliśmy te pierwsze zombie. Anna Montgomery. Cześć płocia! Cześć płotunia! Czy można wyrażać, jeżeli chodzi dalej o pytanie, to jeżeli chodzi nie o psa, to można wyrażać je przez zostawienie followka, zostawienie pieniędzy u mnie na streamie, to takie wdzięczne. Nie, no, ale nie jest to wymagane i tak dalej. Okej, muszę otworzyć do storage 2, bo tu jest public terminal. Też jest public terminal. Ale najpierw zeskanujmy, co tu leży. Może first aid kit? Energola walnąłem w poprzedniej. Maria Werner. Potrzebuję kogoś do drużyny, na serio. Katarzyna Poznańska. W tej grze jest była Katarzyna Poznańska, to są jej zwłoki. O kurde, tam jest gościu w Power Armorze. Charles Quichot. Bulletin board. Dobra, to jest coś, co już widzieliśmy. Puszmy to. 2 lokery tutaj są. Amunicja. Spoko. Korzystamy z sytuacji i jeszcze przeładujemy. Lockpick ręką. Mam takiego długiego paznokcia, że mogę... Damn. Czepaja, dajcie czepaja i dajcie rękawice, które nie są napromieniowane. Rękawice są napromieniowane? Nie są napromieniowane. I czepaja. Servoshell. Red. Okay. Red. To też już było, ale nieważne. Light manual technical weapon. Mam pełno kluczy jakiś dziw. Castet. Dobra, ale ja mam jeszcze możliwość reloadowania. Gdzie są kanistry z benzyną? Prawdopodobnie mój flamethrower działa na kanistry z benzyną. Tam. A, to relikt. Po prostu relikt. Inactive spherical relict. jakieś dokumenty, czasopisma. Kolejne książki. Kolejne czasopismo. Bo więcej reliktów nieznanego pochodzenia nie widzę. A co to jest? Merkury. Dobra, to ten terminal coś innego pokazuje? Nie, tylko bulletin board, więc nie ma znaczenia. Tam widzę, że ktoś jest w serwosuit, więc jest. Ale jest z zamkniętymi drzwiami, więc mogę sobie normalnie przejść tu, zobaczyć co jest po tej stronie. Że są ticket. Tu mam flower pot. Tu bym wyskoczył z wentylacji, gdybym chciał wyjść z tej zbroi, którą mam na sobie. Oczywiście nie chcę zbroi. Tu jest jeszcze Karen Borman, patrząca na Videophone Terminal. Czyli na pewno tam musimy. Mainframe. Tu. To wejdźmy najpierw tutaj zobaczyć. Może coś tutaj będzie, może nic tu nie będzie. Dużo amunicji. Amunicji na ho. Duży terminal. Omnious red lines are flashing on screen. Emergency protocol iteration mode, tak, unlock to sensor the emergency to establish the connection. Dobra, znowu otworzyłem dużo drzwi, a mamy do czynienia z inwazją zombie, więc nie wiem, czy to jest bardzo poprawne. Dobra, otworzymy te drzwi. Tu jest Darren Reynolds, który leży. Nie mogę się w tym skradać. Próbujemy strzelić do niego. Na tym firing range. O, ale dobrze, walczymy tylko z jednym. Spoko, to weźmiemy 2 strzały. O, trafiony. I 2 pola do tyłu. On jest wolny. Z tego co ma napisane. Calling for help. Reszta już też strzela. Wow! Ale knockback, 4 metry. Jak najbardziej w tą stronę, bo ten powinien mieć psychodeliki. Czemu ono do mnie strzela psychodelikami? Wiem broń. Oni już nie mają serwosuit. Więc wydaje mi się, że Możemy ich trochę podpalić. Nie, ten... Za zbytnio nie jest to trudny przeciwnik. Kolejny padł. Kreatury. O damn! Próbujemy zrobić tak. I zwiększymy armor, bo się pojawił dokładnie za nami. Zachowamy punkty. Nie mam fatigue na wysokim poziomie. Tak, ja jestem super zmęczony. Nawet. Tym będę mógł. Tym też nie. Tym też nie, bo nie mam przeładowanej. Nothing is reloaded. No to trzeba reloadować. Zwiększę sobie armor. Dziękuję. Cześć misia. Dobra. Koniec walki. Darren Reynolds. Kolejny. Okej, ja muszę się pozbyć trochę zmęczenia. Mam coś? Tinka mnie. Zobaczmy to jedzenie. Nie, ja chciałbym, żeby mi spadło męczenie. Nie wiedziałem, że oko karalucha daje minus 25 do głodu. Cebula. Akumulatory. Septik. Nie kładź mi się na myszce. O, jest. Energon. Consume. Energon. Publiczny terminal, nikt nie będzie chyba nic ciekawe. Tym lockdown. Pakujemy ten terminal. Znowu hasło 1, 2, 3, 4. Dobra, nikt z nich nie ma żadnych potrzebnych danych. O, 2 energony jeszcze. Super.
The white noise on the screen is replaced with pulsating blackness and a remote echoing beep.
Cześć Kingsley.
Action established. In a few seconds, Kingsley's face appears on the screen.
Dobra, trzeba mu przekazać wszystkie wiadomości, że większość jego ludzi nie żyje.
The Silver adjusts his glasses.
Come in. C12 Nashville. Kingsley speak. Oh, that's you. Good to see you.
Ciebie też.
Kingsley clicks his retractable pen and shifts closer to the camera.
Report.
The silver jots something down on a sheet of paper.
So they're no longer a danger for the rescue group. Very good.
No to ważna informacja.
Kingsley seems to perk up a little when he hears of the maelstrom.
Did you examine it? Was it moving? Actually, never mind. Anything else?
The chief officer listens
Uh-huh.
to the casualty report without interrupting. He's visibly shaken.
No, wszyscy nie żyją.
Once you finish speaking, Kingsley gets lost in thought, biting the end of his pen.
If there's anything else I need to know, you may add it to your report.
He finally starts speaking, his voice soft and emotionless. You describe recent events. Martin convulsively jots everything down in his notepad.
No, mniej, bo wy zakopaliście coś.
The silver wipes his forehead with a silk handkerchief, fidgeting.
Good grief. Is there anything else?
Director Kingsley flips a page in his notepad, nervously tapping his pen on the desk.
Duly noted. Well then, the
No.
news is unsettling. But what about the crew? Have you found them? If it's not an issue, could you update me on each member of your group?
Oczywiście.
Kingsley presses his palms against his temples.
I beg you, don't put yourself at risk unless the situation absolutely calls for it. We can't afford any more casualties.
The chief officer puts his pen on the desk and
Wszyscy
sits
nie
back
żyją
in
oprócz
his
dwóch.
chair, his gaze empty and detached.
I'm sorry to hear that. Do continue.
He struggles to reply. The director sighs angrily.
When the investigation is underway, I'm certain they'll ask me why I deployed someone like that for the task.
Mhm.
Kingsley is clearly confused as he looks into the camera.
Locked? What do you mean? What the hell is going on? I hope Schultz knows what she's doing.
Mam nadzieję.
The director makes a note in the documents.
Thank heavens. The crew remains partially functional and capable of performing the tasks at hand.
Once your report is over, Director Kingsley becomes lost in thought.
First of all, I need to apologize. On behalf of the corporation and myself, forgive me. I shouldn't have sent a new employee on this task.
His
Dziękuję.
voice sounds oddly dull. Martin wipes his glasses with a red handkerchief.
Your report seems to suggest we're facing something incredibly dangerous. I always tend to follow my instructions to the letter. In this case, the instructions say you should stay where you are and wait for rescue. But sadly, I know what we're dealing with.
Kingsley puts his glasses on and looks at the screen.
I'm
No,
sorry
w
I
końcu mi
didn't give you
powiesz.
the details. Nashville is a high security facility.
Tak.
But I guess that's not important anymore. A certain relic resulted in what you are witnessing right now. In the last couple of days, we've been receiving reports of staff suffering a rapidly deteriorating mental state. And now everything's culminated in this.
The silver sighs raggedly.
Take action. Go down to the excavation area and find this relic. Bury it, disarm it, destroy it. Do whatever you think appropriate.
Okej.
I'll send a rescue team right after we're done here. But regardless, act. Do not hesitate, and good luck to you.
The broadcast is interrupted. The screen is filled with black and white ripples.
Okej. Na tym piętrze już nie ma zombie. Wszyscy są zabici. Teraz muszę pogadać z tą gością, żeby w końcu wypuściła tamtego kolesia, bo to już nic im nie grozi. Hello, Luis.
Howdy.
Dziękuję. Okej, czyli on wiedział, co się stanie.
Remember, our honest work will make the world a better place. World a better place.
No tak, tak, tak. Ale ja już się skontaktowałem z tym, z Magellan Station. Relikt jakiś tak. Okej, dostaję chyba drugiego kolesia, który będzie ze mną chodził. Tak?
Howdy.
Dobra, ja pójdę piętro wyżej. Tam były... Na -2 residential. Dobra. Idziemy odtąd. Ten. Gdzie ja wyszedłem? A tam! Można było to przejść wcześniej. Wentylacjami. Okej. O! Sikanie zmniejsza poziom radiacji. Mycie się też... Jedzenia jest dużo. Nothing but static. Tu będzie... kasę ktoś w kwiatkach nosi. Think. Craft one. Craft one. Jak tam moje zmęczenie? Nie jest, radiacja trochę minęła jak się umyłem. Muszę plecak znaleźć, wydaje mi się. Jak znajdę plecak, to będę mógł nosić więcej rzeczy. Tak noszę tyle, że w kieszeniach już. O, młotek. Młotek. Broń. And amunicja. Tak jak myślałem, kanister to jest amunicja. Dobra, co tutaj zrobiliśmy na ciepło? Heated ham. A, to daje addiction. A ten? No, energon nie daje. Idę zobaczyć, co ta pani ma do powiedzenia. Nie? A lean, attractive, dark-haired man in a business attire is leaning with both hands on the sink and gazing in the mirror. A touch of self-satisfaction occasionally crosses his face. Looks like quite enjoys the view. His expression masks the impression he makes, only a little. Dark-haired man is wearing a distinctive uniform of silver wing, studying style over practice. A squarely pinned badge informs anyone who cares to know that he is Harold Feng Jing Tao. The title below says he's deputy head of the Nashville HR department. Look in the mirror. You figure it can't hurt you to assess your own appearance. Unsurprisingly, everything about your reflection seems more or less familiar. You're dissatisfied with some parts and content with others. It's just an ordinary reflection. The legend attempts to start a conversation in vain. The man keeps staring at the mirror, content to examine his own reflection. He ignores every greeting, shout, or even taunt you throw at him. Spoko, ziomuś. Nie jesteś wcale chory psychicznie. Wcale, ten gościu ty... Kolejny wariat pewnie. Sprząta. Tu jest to samo, ale tu jest briefcase. I would like to see what's in the brief. Kompletnie nic. Terry Bates. You see a dark shadow that poorly it's crumbling the floor with a clump of something damp growing. You approach and set a foot in a puddle of blood. The floor tiles is stained. The orange is on all fours. His abdomen ripped open, smearing blood all over the his own intestines. He struggles to lift his head, his face gray and his eyes barely shimmer inside their hollow sockets. A little while longer and they all like clothes forgot. The name tag attached to the uniform, Terry Bates. Okay, medikit. You kneel and someone controlling your scalp pink in the orange's intestine back into his abdominal cavity. But it doesn't seem to mind, not even when you inject some anesthetic from your first aid kit and start cutting the wounds. Takes a while, but the stitches turn out quite neat. Well, as neat as one could hope for this condition. The orange turns his lost gaze on you. I need to mop the floor. Diluted the water with water. The water is boiling. Dilute it. His fingers absently probe the tight banged around his abdomen. Where's my mopping cloth, Major? You spat in my food, my cloth. You brought the beetle in from the desert. Okej. Tylko go podszywałem, żeby go zabić. Mapę. Jak jestem w tym armorze, to mele to musi naprawdę bardzo mocno mi zadać obrażenia. A, jammed! Chowaj broń. Dobra, jammed. Unjammed. Przód. Search. A, miał nóż i papierosy. Super. Jak to nie można siadać z tym? Dobra, tutaj są dwie osoby. Tu jest point of interest. Tu mniej, bo to są tylko normalne pomieszczenia. Portretu i tak dalej. Ale obejrzymy. Tu jest jeszcze PowerPoint. Zawsze kasa powiem. Będę był więcej. No. Ziemia też spoko. Nie wiem po co mi ziemia, po co zbieram ziemię, stroniczek, ale zbieram. Nic nie ma. Mogę use albo examine. Okej, oni oglądają statyk. To będzie walka kolejna. Melissa. The lead woman dressed like a laboratory assistant is sitting cross-legged beside the beefy man from Orange Wing. She seems to be watching something with a skeptical smirk and commenting in a quiet voice. Her name tag confirms a lab assistant and her name Melissa Correa. Her olive skill, gleaming eyes and straight dark hair also hint at Latin American descent. Her full lips are twitching as she mumbles under the breath. Listen close. You who is stupid, Shimon. All boys are stupid, and your cartoons are silly. All you ever do is punch each other. Some things are more important. What's Mama say? I'm going to America. I'm going to have a family and lots of kids. And the first thing I do as a mother is keep them from watching Captain Hyena. Take that. Mom, wait, it's dangerous. Don't do this. I'll tell Mom. You hear me? Stop it already. Don't shoot me. Okej, nic się nie dzieje. A to jest Shimon. A bruiser in orange overalls sits on the floor beside a young woman with white wing. Expression is excited, even beaming. His eyes are wavy. Watch is swim onto distant overalls. Shimon Cordosa cargo hold. Taking a good look at his shaved head, a sack of muscles covered with tattoos from eyeballs to fingertips, he can't help but shudder at thought just what kind of cargo he has to handle. Listen closely. Look, Melissa, look, Captain Hyena is back at her. He'll defeat the pathetic flyer. I bet 5 crazy on it. No, it's an American cartoon where good always defeats evil. Only way it can be. When I grow up, I'm going to be an American and take a vote. Come on, don't be stupid. America, of course. I'm sorry, forgive me. I don't want to hurt you. Of course you're not stupid. Stay with me, Melissa. Don't leave me. Don't leave me again. Not again. Okej, oni nic nie robią. Oni po prostu sobie siedzą. Tyle. No, zbieramy ziemię. Zaraz będziemy... zbierać jeszcze mopy. Będzie tu mop? Oczywiście, że będzie mop. Moim zadaniem jest sprzedać każdemu, kogo spotkam, jak najwięcej. A co nie działało? Wow. Tu jest też dużo krwi. A, czyli była globalna awaria serwerów, ale ale próbowałeś prawdopodobnie... Your all addictions? Your health? Dobra, igły mnie leczą, dobra. O, tak, tak, tak. Mamy dużo radiacji, więc... Dobra, i teraz powinienem mieć radiacji 0. Yeah! A czym ten przedmiot, który miałem... Będę musiał to sprzedać komuś. Tutaj 2 prysznice, kibel. Terminal jest ważniejszy. Ogólnie chcę coś nagrać na TikToka. Ale jeszcze się za to nie zabrałem. No. O której? Dobrze. Dobra, jest parę entry. There was a long queue of aspirin of my officer. Okay. Bo to jest... A, to jest lekarz. Tu go nie ma też, czyli jak padł, to go zabrali. Tu jest jakiś Elizabeth Nadstay. Tu nic. Znajdę coś w śmieciach? Jezu, ile amunicji. Chyba jakiegoś czarnego był. Pokój. Tu też jest gość. Jan Kowaks. $1. Tyle tam było. Też nic. Okej, ona też jest już prawie w ten... Prawie zombifikowana. Ona jest w Black Mirror. Where's my pizza? I placed an order half an hour ago. It's delivered to China or something. And once again, no one should it. Damn sudden part-timer. What? No, where? Now I am still waiting. If a delivery boy isn't ringing my doorbell within 10 minutes, I'll be on the phone with head office. Capisci? Okej, ona jest kompletnie popierdolona. Okej. Jak każdy w tym miejscu. Ja jeszcze mam pójść w miejsce, gdzie wszystko zaczęło, czyli tam, gdzie chyba jest relikt, który zamienia wszystkich w bezmyślnych zombie. Nie, to naprawdę dobry pomysł. Przypominam, że ja dopiero przyjechałem do tej pod kopułę chyba 2 dni temu. Master Key. I found Master Key. Był w lodówce. A man is standing beside the refrigerator. Buddy Robert Blunt, John Kovac, mechanic, if you... Okay. Take a look at it. Cupboard, and yet resembles the cupboard from famed nursery rhyme that tells omelette, yes, clearly, or pancakes. Ah, that's too much work. How about the salad? No, there is good. Ham, they are all fucked up. Really they are. Bo byłem na dole i już odblokowałem to. Jedyny... Dobra, to jeszcze raz pojadę na -1 i zobaczę, czy jak odblokowałem cały dół, to czy pan, który tutaj stoi i próbuje znaleźć wyjście, dalej tu jest. Chcę powiedzieć, że...
Come back again.
Nie, miał nową linię. Damn. Nie wiem, co się stanie, jak mi się ta czaszka skończy.
A servo shell.
A
Do you
jeszcze
even
tutaj
have a permit to wear it here?
jest public. Terminal tylko. Pewnie pewnie żadnych informacji. No tego.
Does your servo shell have any forefathers parts? Asking out of purely scientific. Hiya.
Okej, to padam. Ten notebook już chyba widziałem, tak? Tak. Dobra, już widzę, że wszyscy będą iść do reliktu. A, ich przeteleportowało. Tu. Boxes! Jakieś rzeczy do wzięcia. Powiedz, okej, tu się coś dzieje. Może ja bym z nimi pogadał, zanim tutaj wszystko klikam. Kanderelikt. Mówię, duży. Pogadajmy sobie, ludzie.
Hi there.
Yeah, Ronald is trying to seem calm and almost succeed, only his eye portrayed exhaustion. Yeah, do you need help? Okej, jest niebezpieczny.
Come back again.
Okej, ona się już zamienia. Musimy działać szybko. Mhm, to jest Zuzetka. Jezu, ten fatik mnie zabije. Bardzo. Medical notes. Ciekawe. Dzień piąty. Several workers may be involved in carbon monoxide, painkiller, day 7 more. Patients are ruling and drugs like further observation. A lot of patients show excessive care focusing on disorder and examination revealed abnormal changes. Patients are becoming more aggressive. One even attacked my nurse. Now all patients have been isolated and antipsychotic. Clozapine prescribed to the most violent ones. Finally, patients are very content that remain content from which is inherent. Their schizophrenia symptoms are now appearing in people not directly demand the quarantine. Nie zdążyłaś, ziomuś. The briefcase looks were był ready. Najpierw iść do tych boksów. Co? Tak, wiem, że jest schowany. Broken terminal. Mam wyszko egzaminowy. Mogę go naprawić. Box. Boxy? Interesujące. Zamknięte boxy. Gunpowder. Fajne. Dobra, jak tam moje zmęczenie? Okej, punkt zerowy. O, mam poziom. Hmm. Wezmę sobie 5 ml. Cześć, misiu. Cześć. Można... Jeszcze filmik. Okej. Mówię pierka, adrenaliny. 30. Następny to jest super level. Amplify. Pionik. Nie. To mogło być. Hmm. Nie mogę, więc wydaje mi się, że wezmę sobie Majzera. Tak mi się wydaje, no. Jeszcze z wami pogadam, zanim pójdę tam.
Hiya.
Dobra, nie. No, same teksty. Okej. Tylko zostaje mi to.
Enabling lighting in the excavation zone. Warning. Damage to power system detected. Start the emergency generator.
Okej. Gdzie jest emergency generator? Gdzie jest emergency generator? Pewnie tu.
Does your servo shell have any forefathers parts? Asking out of purely scientific interest here. Good day to you.
Nic więcej nie powiem. Okej. To jest mobilny generator. Nie widzę generatora. Gdzie jest ten generator? Medical Bay. Tu? To? Nie. Nie. Bo na serio muszę iść tędy. Dobra, nie wiem gdzie jest ten generator. Nie wiem gdzie jest ten generator. Tym razem zapiszę przed śmiercią. Oni mi nic nie robią. O. Teraz nie będę kładł się spać, tylko po prostu. No. Po prostu sprawdzę i tego energona. Już czytałem. Musimy znaleźć coś tutaj.
If you break
No
anything,
właśnie.
you'll have to pay.
Attention. Power circuit already on. No reboot required. Enabling lighting in the excavation zone. Warning. Damage to power system detected. Start the emergency
If you
generator.
break anything, you'll have to pay.
Dobra, z nim też pogadam, bo
Good day to
nie
you.
mam tego.
Bye bye.
Dobra. C. Damy sobie. Tech. Medicine. Science. Influence. Light weapons. Hand to hand. Perks. Miser, to będzie to? Tak. I... Broni. Mam jakiś high-tech, który daje więcej obrażeń. Dobra, zjemy. Raczej... Mamy energona. Energon daje ile? 300 fatigue. Wydaje się, że muszę iść tam. A teraz odpalę sobie to z powrotem i może się...
Lighting enabled. Have a nice day, employee.
Super. Nie będziemy dotykać nikogo. Ich tu i tak jest za dużo. Próbowali go przenieść. Dobra, mogę tylko use.
This amber orange ball, hovering above the scientific equipment connected to it, seems to be the reason for what happened in Nashville. You can feel the waves of anomalous radiation emanating from it with your whole body. A pleasant tingling rolls through your skin, and each wave fills your head for a mere moment with strange, rapidly fading images. Without taking your eyes off the sphere, you move closer. You aim your scanner at the artifact's glowing surface, but the device will not function. Only a sine curve is quivering spasmodically on the monochrome screen. You suddenly begin to feel numb. The prickling in your hands and the anomalous radiation pressing against your head grow weaker, but a frightening sensation rises in their stead. An unknown force detaches you from your body and takes you up into the cool, ringing silence. The maelstrom hanging above Nashville embraces you. All of your consciousness unfolds like a giant canvas, hurling you into a dark auditorium.
Ja zginąłem? Nie, proszę.
You see the maelstrom swirling over Nashville. Pulling you from the crumbling walls of the base, it lifts your mind above the world. It covers the lands of the dome like a gigantic spot, in the swirling shadow of which the lights of human consciousness flicker. Some of them fade away, barely in contact with the maelstrom. Others grow dimmer and blink painfully. Some glow with a strange, cold light. Gaining strength, the maelstrom, rushing westward, comes crashing down onto the southern lands of the dome, leaving behind hundreds of fluttering and slowly fading lights. After sweeping out Concord and Spire Station, the maelstrom finally calms down. It hangs in the very center of the dome, like a majestic, lazily swirling vortex, and your mind rushes about within it like a shining spark. It takes you some time to realize that you're wandering through a fog.
Damn.
Eventually, the dull, white nothingness begins to dissipate, slowly returning you to reality. A noise fills your ears, a rumble resembling the sound of waves rolling ashore. You step carefully through the white haze. Fragile bits of rock crackle under your feet. Vague shadows appear from the mist over your head. Breached concrete plate bristling with exposed armature. The dusty drill of an earth mover lying on its side. Yellowed documents, boxes. Crushed steel closets that tumble down through gaps in the floor. The space beneath your feet resembles thick but perfectly transparent ice. A vortex of clouds spins slowly below, the lights still flickering. They're the same lights you saw when you first touched the sphere. The lights are actively moving, wandering, gathering. Iridescent, they form both small and large groups.
To
The
są
desert far below changes,
Forefathers?
following their pattern.
Ciekawe to by było.
Settlements appear in the north, in the east, in the west, and even in the dull yellow barrens of the south. They grow right before your eyes, as if time were moving ahead at incredible speed.
Eee,
There's no doubt. The funny, scruffy old man standing before you is Aaron Melville, the old man from the gas station. He also recognizes you. A smile wrinkles his
ciekawe jakie
wrinkled
zbroje na to.
face.
Ah, it's you. Long time no see, sweetheart.
Melville examines you closely.
Hmm. Safe and sound, I see. How'd you pull that off? No one survived where you were heading. The only worst place is the center of the dome, where the spire... Well, you know.
Nie wiem.
The old man points vaguely upwards with his crooked finger.
You're aware, aren't you? The spire is falling. Now the road's closed. As if folks would want to come here anyway. And here we stay, like crabs in a barrel.
O,
He thumps his timber leg on the ground, driving the mist away.
Don't think that I'm complaining. My business is on a roll. They come and they go.
Melville's face seems to petrify. He speaks slowly, but flounders anyway.
The gas station can be crowded nowadays. Everybody needs my gas station. Oh, folks went crazy, I tell you. Fighting over nothing.
The old man woefully shakes his head.
Klara?
Clara is surrounded with white light and mist, her hands clasped in prayer.
Hmm?
She reminds you of an angel statue from some reformist church. Seeing you, her expression changes. She crosses herself, mumbling under her breath. She nods timidly.
Yes, I see. This, both you and this mist, it's all in my head.
Clara never moves her gaze off you.
I remember you saying, find the car and drive away. If I knew you were sacrificing yourself, I would have stayed. If someone frees you from your oath out of generosity or humanity, does that mean the oath shouldn't be fulfilled? I still don't know the answer to it.
Oj, biedna.
You see sorrow and grief in her eyes.
I only know that I'm an awful wrongdoer. I hope you're in heaven now.
Clara sighs heavily.
I see. Why are you appearing to me? Is this some sort of a sign? Do you know about signs? This This is when...
Her voice suddenly becomes deep and thick. She drawls as if her words were being played from a corrupted tape. Clara's face alters subtly, as if it had turned to stone.
Abbott is very kind to me, but his faith is nothing I could get used to.
She says in a dull voice.
Ten sabot. No, panie Tim.
Salutations.
Holy shit, he looks like his empty hand with positive expression. What looks at you and I know you? Yes, I do. Shit, oh shit, I shouldn't quit with this crap. Those glasses fry up the brains right quick. That's where you are. How should I know where you are? Hell, together with this bitch Decker and the ridiculous bastard with his name. Stoma? Oh yeah, Steel. I told you there was an exit. I made it. I found a car. And don't you dare rip on me. Did nothing wrong. Didn't have to die with you there. The man can escape from Nashville. Means something that... To mi się jednak nie udało zamówić. Niż Steel. Do you know how unreal it is? I can keep my sanity with all most of moving. A lot of people lost their minds. That was we saw it here and what happened after Ankara or the west side of it. No, I'm locked inside my head right now. My perspective, like a computer room. And Louis locked me in. How ironic. Okay. Portretu.
Flickering waves of lights drift northward, driven by the winds of a maelstrom. Not just a maelstrom. Maelstrom. Its shadow covers the west and south of the dome, as if it was extinguishing the lights scattered across the desert.
Martin Kingsley. Sebastian von Ulden. Tego nie kojarzę.
A gray-haired man, arms stiff at his sides, stands squinting short-sightedly into the mist. Kingsley is much shorter in person and older. He notices you.
I never thought we'd meet again. I must thank you. Thanks to your report, I was able to start the evacuation in time.
Martin comes closer. You notice small changes in his uniform. Some of the insignia have been replaced by larger patches resembling military chevrons.
Okay.
Kingsley nods as if anticipating your question.
Yes, the uniform is new, but the man is the same. Head of Magellan Base. I intended to resign after the incident, but Nakamura decided otherwise. I couldn't argue with her.
Okay. Who the fuck is
He
Nakamura?
surveys the thick mist around you.
One thing's certain. You're standing here. That means you're alive. Yes, I know what this is, partly.
He looks you in the eye and says,
Scientists on the emulator project have been telling us a lot about it. Not everything, of course. Even they don't know what it is.
Okay. I jestem gdzieś w dziwnym miejscu.
Van Olden looks the same as he did during your first meeting. The same shiny glasses with thin rims, an arrogant expression, and a stopwatch clutched in his hand.
A, to jest ten, który mi robił test skanowania.
He's examining a shred of mist hanging in the air. He's so involved in his research that he doesn't notice you at first. Meeting your eyes, the scientist instantly darts back. Then he comes up to you and begins to palpate your face, hands, and clothes. His fingers seem to sink in your face. Sebastian Van Olden screws up his lips scornfully.
Yes, of course. A thought form, like the pink mist, I suppose, or any other similar anomaly, as was to be expected.
The white winces.
Have you any grasp of the context? I'm talking about anomalies. The pink mist is obviously a term particular to this field. A thought form. Well, it's a derivative of this pink mist. Eyewitnesses often see people in it.
Okej.
Sebastian smiles dreamily.
I see answers in it myself. Numerological sequences which... But you probably wouldn't understand.
The scientist loses all interest in you, steps aside, and continues to study the mist. You smell quartz and sand tempered in the sun. But as you try to penetrate the dispersing mist, you can't see any desert. The world around you is full of pictures,
Damn.
floating around like visions in some crystal ball. A hall covered with carpets. A golden Cronus logo on the wall among wine-red banners. A power plant. A city filled with lights. Mercenaries, soldiers, armored vehicles moving through the cool wasteland in the night. The spire of a temple spire, its searchlight shining into the night sky. White corridors of research complexes. The visions fade one after another until only the last remains. The black silhouette of a strange building towering up from the lighter sand. This picture freezes before your eyes,
Okej.
as if giving sense to everything that came before.
Jeszcze więcej ludzi? Abot. Nie znam Abota. Niko Nakamura, nie znam. Ja tych ludzi kompletnie nie znam, nie spotkałem ich. Gdzie jesteś?
A wizened old man, long and lean as a scarecrow, leans over to examine you with the curiosity of a vulture. His long, yellow-white robes fall down in waves and rustle quietly. His stony black eyes resemble those of a blind man, but their gaze is fixed on you.
Such remarkable technology.
He says in a low, well-modulated voice. This voice seems to belong to some other person. He smiles, a warm and kindly expression, wildly at odds with the menace in his eyes.
Name your price, and I'll buy your design. But be reasonable. Take time with your answer. Think it through.
With the smile still fixed
Co
on
tu
his
się
face,
kurde dzieje?
he steps back into the mist, never taking his eyes off you. You hear heels clicking. A dark figure appears out of the mist before you.
Okej. Pod niej mówił ten...
You've never met her, but you feel as though
Tak,
you've
ten
seen her
Kernel.
1,000 times. You even know the sound of her voice, although you have no idea where you could have heard it.
No.
She looks at you with surprise. Then she frowns pensively and steps closer. She stands so close you can see multicolored reflections in her bionic eye. After poking you to confirm your ethereal nature, she waves her hand left to right. Obviously, she's hoping to disperse you like mist. Naturally, she fails. The woman chuckles discontentedly and leaves. The clicking of her heels fades quickly away. The fuzzy mist, as if whisked with a mixer, looks like slowly dissolving clouds. A short, chubby little man in a camouflage cap and army shirt steps fussily out of the white. He clasps his hands behind his back and stops a few steps away. scanning you with his gaze. Vivid interest flashes in his eyes. He clears his throat.
I'm out of jokes about death. Or about Mr. Christ. I'm out of jokes about hallucinations. Although hallucinations under the dome aren't any joke, but an everyday reality.
Damn. Że.
The man circles you. His glance bounces from your face to your uniform to your shoes and back.
But you are something else. So, let's see. A pre-war haircut, all-time uniform, clean and pressed. Shoes aren't worn out. Just got them.
He recites with enthusiasm. He frees his plump palm.
Okej. Czyli chyba dużo czasu minęło za ten.
You are ethereal, but light tight. You respond to my movements. You are not using an image that's familiar to me. You don't look like anyone I know. And your badge says...
He raises himself on tiptoes and fixes his eyes upon your badge.
The name.
Of
Of
course.
course.
Name.
Of course. The name.
The name. Heisenberg.
He swings his arms about and leaves without even saying goodbye. The mist seems to slam shut behind his back, like a pair of wing doors closing.
Olivia Reisner.
The fluctuant white slowly settles. A man and a woman stand before you. The woman rolls her eyes discontentedly.
Are you serious? Tuesday, I tell you. Wednesday, I tell you. Thursday. How come I always repeat the same thing? I can't sleep without my pills. You're the man. You're responsible for me. The nightstand. The top drawer. There they are. Oh, my pills. Just say pills before we go to sleep. Is that so difficult, Johan?
The man nods automatically, lost in thought.
Damn.
The woman clasps her hands in front of her chest. She's boiling with frustration.
I can't depend on you, can I? I haven't been able to relax in years because I have to control the situation for both of us. Johan! Hello! My pills! P-I-L-L-S!
Her shouts break through the man's pondering. He comes to his senses and stares at you in surprise. Then he turns to face his companion.
Olivia, don't shout. Make a habit of putting your pills on your pillow. Anyway, this isn't about the pills.
Olivia falters and points her finger at you.
And what is this? Or who is this? Mind telling me, without the never-ending riddles, Johan. Just tell me.
Johan gives you an appraising look.
Is it Maelstrom? Hobbit trying out a new device? I don't know, darling. Now, be so kind to take these goddamn pills since you remembered. And if you must yell to it quietly, I have a migraine.
Damn.
The woman flings her arms up fiercely and walks away into the mist. Johan lets her go ahead, then follows.
Okej, i jeszcze została Victoria.
An unfamiliar woman steps out of the mist and looks at you with the wandering eyes of a mad person. She's wearing a tall, crudely made tin crown painted with gold powder enamel. She smiles, although on her, this expression is more like an evil grin. She begins to prowl around you in a circle, wary eyes locked on your face. While circling around you, she steps into the mist and stops in place, a vague, distant silhouette.
Jakaś wariatka. Zabawa.
The mist fades away. You see a short, dark-skinned man with a grim face. He's wearing a brightly colored turban. You take a step towards him, and he strides forward as if to block your way.
The ends justify the means, don't they? Have you scientists nothing better to do, Kimiko?
He asks, looking upward. The stranger
Ja nie
raises
jestem
his
Kimiko.
hand, forcing you to stop. He looks up again.
We have to be like the Soviet Union and Germany in the late 1930s. Mutual favors, mutual limits, parity. We've always worked on such terms.
As he finishes speaking, his lips stop. The man in the turban keeps standing there, a lean figure looking angrily upward.
Okej. Który jest rok? Pierwsza rzecz. Nie ma tu ludzi. Okej, nie mogę tędy wyjść. Tu wcześniej coś było, teraz już nie ma. Muszę wyjść z serwersuta. Bardzo był dobry ten serwersut.
Light. Bright light. You shield your face with your hand. After the darkness of the cave, it feels like broken glass rubbed into your eyes. You slowly spread your fingers. At first, you can't see anything. Only a blind whiteness.
Damn. Co tu się stało, to ja kompletnie nie mam zielonego pojęcia.
Resolves into the outlines of a red rock and a tall white structure at its foot. The screen on your Kairos blinks. The system reports an error while trying to update the built-in atlas. When the maps reload, the icons are gone. Only a single marker indicating your location remains. Well, you're still near Nashville, at least judging by the coordinates.
Spójrzmy. A będę musiał chyba naprawić. Tam chętnie poszedł do tej Glasgow. Freezer.
Prohibited. Employee currently deployed to the danger zone must leave. Encouraged to seek asylum. The city is far enough from... Don't panic. Our scientists and security specialists are closely monitoring the maelstrom phenomenon. Confidence in our new committee authorities. The problem will be solved as soon as is feasible.
Mi się uda w ogóle tam czytać poziom. Rank 2. Dopiero co wyszedłem i już zabijam ludzi. Podejdź no do mnie. O. Odsunę się. Nie powinien dojść. Są jeszcze jakieś właśnie potwory. Potwory. Nie są potwory. Wiem. No, raczej nie trafia. Przeładuję na TT2 AP. Mały damage zadają. Ja zadaję o wiele większy. Co będzie? Kasa. Dobra, ja sobie przeładuję broń. Uleczę się, ale... Mogę się. Jeszcze 2 śmietniki do sprawdzenia. Potem drabinką pójdziemy do góry. Tutaj są piętro wyżej. Damn, ile czasu minęło? Który jest rok? W 56. Znaczy tam ci jeszcze żyją, więc nie może to być tego być. Może 80. 4 lata? Nie wiem. Tam później. Najpierw tu u góry jeszcze. Konkretnie. No. Coś może tam być ciekawego. Biegnij tam. Panie! Natalia! 22:13. Już chcesz iść z nią? Ten jak wrócisz, to możesz się wykąpać i iść. Dobra. To znajdę tam. Elevator out. Dobra. Level. Zejść niżej. Zobaczmy. The East inbound science civilization can almost roads rare trade once in the building and set. Okay. Closer the Magellan base. What's the great? However, you do manage to get contact. Take a look at pumps. Okay. Spray barrel. Yes, elevator. A, bo... Nie byłem tu. Zobaczmy, co jest z tej strony ciekawego. It's hot in the south and almost everything is drenched in sunlight. The red center quite fresh with merry flecks of light on the up. After you focus, you can extend nothing merry about the view. The bright fire everywhere on the dunes where it fell during the borders of dunes. You see squat buildings. Looks like a roadside picnic buffet is still intact. Almost directly behind it, right, the dark, funnel-shaped blue silhouette of it. And though you can finally see the ruins of Concord Station. Okej, rozrosło się. And the ruins of the fire. The milestone got unleashed. The fire broke down the broken structure, partly sliding down dune, its foot partly failing in a large piece. And Sarkhan's mass structures rare gaps. That's all that's left. Partly demolished, partly mouse destroyed by the fallen. UFOs may capture them. Claim the site is flaming so this chains a man good power. Oh, like fucked. Not for me. Not for me. I have much more And all the box. Zobaczmy sobie teraz quest. Na Westie. The only highway leads west. Hot and white South Marsh is talking the image that right early with and precisely the line, the contours of an object, something too rectangular to be part of the landscape. Sea of Nashville, somewhere there. What's left of it? Other. No, it's not uncommon. Village after latitude and high low plateau have no shelter of frozen water. Sparkling white spots you see at the west are not snow and salt. Marshes cover a significant part of the sector. Very little shining the air above. Perhaps the islands, inland South Lake, may be the result of some large-scale forefathers unknown. First thing you look at the reflection of the south mark hanging in the hot air. Object seems too accurate to be a mirage, too massive and difficult to say what it is. Objects in the west of the dome haven't been thoroughly study and plan explore them from the far future. If people ever get. Okay, Nashville Bay. Find the road to C12 Nashville, you point to the points you are able to make even fragments of a concrete and rock cover parking spaces to its table and abandoned truck. All are crumpled, torn and shreds, scattered on the asphalt, beginning to grow over. The abandoned cars, speeding vans. Curiosity brought out people there, instant destroyed them. Stop looking at now. However, in addition to the method and by some other points of interest. Okay, dome. Yeah. Station. Pewnie zrobię jakąś reputację. My story jest tylko... Wiem. Mam parę reliktów. Hardkorowy. Może skazać. Jeszcze jest Maria Warner. Maria Warner. Box jest na górze. Tu. Myślę, że nie będzie problemu. Trochę więcej potrzeba zdolności na to. Detective. Zobaczmy, czy jest lepsza niż moja. Tutaj masę minimum nakładu. 5 do Energy Resistance Background Power. Ability. Wait. Here. Hand to hand, moje daje. 5 melee, jakieś contraptions. Te byłyby lepsze, ale one są. One są to właśnie te hand to hand. Ten tech, ale cały czas napominowane. Może? I co, dostałem radiację? Nie. Dostałem obrażenie. To, że już miałem. Po prostu nie. Dobra, tu jeszcze. Wszystkie. Ruchy po boku. Piwka, ala. The observation platform is located in the great board where those objects are carried to the board. From the compass. Neutron arc doesn't do more closely. 12 years ago, you missed work. Now, fire has got arc. First, you think it looks like a small mountain, regular spot hiding behind cliffs and observability and fragments repeating in a strange but pattern, either an object or I look at them. Somewhere in the sands and they're far beyond the earth, climbing dunes to see the port, glimmering, barely visible behind the ship. Warm air. You know for certain. Will never let you. Tam to się powiększy. Ja myślę, że można to zrobić dodatkowy content i polecieć tam, że większyło w jakimś miejscu. Dobra, to tu zostałem już tylko do sprawdzenia samochód. Tu można było zejść. I can't. Okay, zobaczmy samochody. You learn from attention, it's not real. Mega anomaly. Scenario 16. Remaining in the yellow sector. Space spring deployed by danger zone must be forming standard. New committees and asylum the city far enough from the yellow sector. Safe under currents. Panic or symptoms. Specialist closing maintenance. And registered movement of side fronts will be close-minded. We urge you not to spread false rumors about victims among the population making problem will be solved as soon as attention is not message. Samochód nie jest do użycia. 3 godziny.
You wander through the desert and suddenly fall, fainting for a moment. A quiet hum, like that of a huge bell, fills your head.
Tak, tak, tak.
The space around you is again hidden behind waves of fog. But now it's different. This even white haze conceals everything unnecessary, highlighting the important. In the northeast, a flickering column of blue light can be seen beating straight up through the clouds, like the beam of a huge lighthouse directed into the sky. Without taking your eyes off the beam, you struggle to get up. Each step requires great effort and your head is splitting. These are not the effects of sunstroke, and what you're seeing is no mirage. This is something else. Something is happening inside your head. You search through the pockets of your uniform and find several pills. Some to treat high blood
No,
pressure
takie...
and a few painkillers. You put the pills in your mouth, and after a while, you feel better. The headache and hum soon pass. All that remains is a slowly dissipating fog and the blue glow fading away in the distance. You've seen this fading glow before, but...
Nie chciałem tego tak szybko kliknąć, no ale okej. Ten moment seems to hang over this house. Greenish sparks remind you. River, farmless. Uneven sunbreak, the marsh, dead silence, drawing your attention. Silently facing your image. Continue. Neutral zone picking. Okej, jestem w picnic zonie. Audrey Melville. Ona? No okej. Coraz tym biznesem. Tak. Następnie pójdę sobie do tego, na parking. Chciałem pójść w miejsce, gdzie jest bardzo spokojnie. A to jest... O, zapiszemy grę i wyjdziemy. Cześć, misiu. No. Więc dzięki bardzo za oglądanie. Dzisiaj było jedno pytanie, które brzmiało: jak można wyrażać wdzięczność? Bardzo chętnie przeczytam Wasze odpowiedzi na dole pod tym filmem. Dzięki bardzo za oglądanie, dzięki bardzo, że byliście, dzięki bardzo dla wszystkich, którzy weszli na chwilę. Polecam, jeżeli oglądacie na YouTubie, polecam zostawić subskrypcję, wejść na Twitcha i zostawić followa. Wtedy będziecie wiedzieć, zaczynam kolejne. Prawdopodobnie będziemy grać jeszcze, prawdopodobnie będziemy robić sobie przerwę w tym momencie od Encased, bo no, dużo się dzieje, a nie chcę, żeby ta gra mnie po prostu bardzo znudziła. Więc następny stream prawdopodobnie będzie z czegoś innego, więc ja mogę. Dzięki bardzo. Na dole są moje socjale, wejdźcie w informacje, zobaczcie te socjale. Socjale są bardzo ładnie zrobione, czy socjale. Informacje są bardzo ładnie zrobione sam, więc polecam spojrzeć, jak się komuś podoba. Dziękuję. Pa, pa i pa! Mój głos już taki nie jest, jak kiedyś był. Więc teraz śpiewam la 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 la. O, to ja jestem szukającym muzyki na koniec streama, to jestem.